A dog attack can happen in seconds. Most people do the exact wrong thing and make it worse. I'm about to show you the specific steps that can save your life when facing an aggressive dog. Information that emergency responders and animal behaviorists wish everyone knew. If you want to protect yourself and your family, subscribe right now and hit the notification bell. This isn't just theory. This is proven survival information that works. Let's get started. Let me start with numbers that will shock you. Over 4.5 million dog bites occur in the United States every single year. That's one bite every 7 seconds. But here's what's even more alarming. Most attacks last only 15 to 30 seconds. Yet your response in the first 3 seconds determines whether you walk away unharmed or end up in the emergency room. 80% of serious injuries happen because people panic and do exactly the wrong thing. They run when they should stand still. They scream when they should stay quiet. They make direct eye contact when they should look away. These mistakes turn a manageable situation into a medical emergency. Dog attacks don't just happen in bad neighborhoods or with so-called dangerous breeds. Any dog over 30 pounds can cause serious injury to an adult, and even smaller dogs can be dangerous to children. The family golden retriever down the street can attack if it's scared, protecting its territory, or in pain. The friendly dog you've petted before can turn aggressive if it feels threatened or cornered. This is why you need to know this information before you need it. When adrenaline hits and a 70-pound animal is showing aggression toward you, there's no time to think or remember what you read online. These responses need to be automatic, programmed into your muscle memory through understanding and mental rehearsal. Your survival depends on recognizing threat signals before they escalate into an actual attack. Dogs don't just snap without warning. There are always signs, and learning to read them gives you precious seconds to respond correctly. The first thing to watch for is a stiff, frozen posture. When a dog goes completely still with its head lowered toward you, that's a red flag. This isn't a playful pause. It's a dog assessing you as a threat and preparing to act. Combined with this, look for a direct, unblinking stare. Dogs use sustained eye contact as intimidation and a precursor to aggression. Physical warning signs are equally important. When you see hackles raised, that's the fur standing up along the neck and back. The dog is in a heightened state of arousal. Lips pulled back showing teeth, especially when combined with a low, rumbling growl, means the dog is communicating that it's prepared to bite. Pay attention to the tail position too. A tail held high and rigid is not the same as happy wagging. This stiff tail position shows dominance and potential aggression. Watch for escalation signs that indicate an attack is imminent. The dog's weight will shift forward onto its front legs as it prepares to lunge. Ears pinned back flat against the head show extreme stress or aggression. If the dog suddenly stops panting, that's a sign of intense focus and preparation. Body trembling with tension means the dog is fighting its own instincts and may lose that internal battle at any moment. Environmental context matters just as much as body language. A dog guarding food, toys, or its space is more likely to attack. Mother dogs with puppies nearby are extremely protective and dangerous. Any dog that's cornered with no escape route will fight because it has no other option. Multiple dogs acting as a pack multiply the danger exponentially. Dogs showing signs of illness or injury are unpredictable and may bite out of pain or fear. Distance is your friend in threat assessment. If you can see these warning signs from 20 feet away or more, you have time to avoid confrontation entirely. Simply change your route or create more distance. If you're within 10 feet when you notice aggressive signals, it's time to prepare for defensive action because the situation has become critical. Understanding what not to do is just as important as knowing the correct response, because these common mistakes can turn a tense situation into a dangerous attack. The biggest mistake people make is running away. This seems like the obvious choice, but it's exactly wrong. Dogs can run 25 to 30 miles per hour, while humans average only 12 to 15 miles per hour. You will be caught, and you'll be tackled from behind, which puts you in the worst possible position. Running also triggers the dog's prey drive and chase instinct. Even a dog that might have just been posturing or warning you will now see you as prey to be caught. Never make direct eye contact with an aggressive dog. I know this contradicts what you might have heard about showing dominance, but direct staring is interpreted by dogs as a threat or challenge. It can trigger an immediate aggressive response. Never try to stare down an aggressive dog. You're not going to win that contest, and you're likely to escalate the situation into an attack. Avoid sudden movements at all costs. Waving your arms, jumping up and down, or making quick gestures will escalate the dog's aggression. Throwing objects at the dog can make it more aggressive and angry. Sudden movements trigger the dog's attack instinct because they signal either threat behavior or prey behavior, neither of which helps your situation. Don't scream or make high-pitched sounds. This excites dogs and can trigger their prey drive. Panic sounds can escalate their aggression instead of deterring it. Save your voice for calm, low commands. High-pitched screaming sounds like wounded prey to a dog, which is exactly the opposite of what you want to communicate. Now let me walk you through the correct response protocol, broken down by phase so you know exactly what to do as the situation develops. The moment you first see aggressive signs in a dog, stop all movement immediately. Don't take another step forward, backward, or to the side. Sudden stopping shows the dog you're not advancing and helps de-escalate the situation. Avoid direct eye contact, but don't completely ignore the dog either. Look at the dog's chest or feet instead of its face. This shows awareness without challenge. Turn your body sideways to the dog. This makes you appear smaller and less threatening while also presenting a narrower target if the dog does attack. Keep your hands visible and still at your sides. Hidden hands or sudden hand movements can be seen as threats. Speak in low, calm tones. Say simple words like easy or good dog. Your voice should be steady and quiet, not commanding or fearful. If possible, slowly back away while keeping the dog in your peripheral vision. Never turn your back on an aggressive dog, as this can trigger a chase response and leaves you completely vulnerable to attack. If the dog is advancing toward you or beginning to charge, staying calm becomes even more critical. Your energy and demeanor directly affect the dog's behavior. Panic will escalate the situation while calm confidence can sometimes still de-escalate it. Create barriers with anything available. Your backpack, jacket, purse, umbrella, or any object you're carrying can serve as a shield. Position whatever you have between yourself and the dog. If you have nothing else, even removing your shoe can give the dog something to bite that isn't part of your body. The goal is to give the dog a target that satisfies its need to bite without causing you injury. A backpack or bundled jacket can absorb a bite and protect you. Continue backing away slowly while maintaining this barrier between you and the dog. If you're knocked down or the dog makes physical contact, your priorities shift to protecting your most vital areas. Your face, neck, and chest must be protected at all costs. These areas contain major blood vessels and airways that can be fatal if damaged. If you're knocked to the ground, immediately curl into a tight ball. Bring your knees to your chest, put your hands behind your neck, and use your elbows to protect your face. This position protects all your vital organs and major blood vessels. Stay as still as possible. Don't struggle, flail your arms, or try to push the dog away. This will only increase the dog's excitement and aggression. Remain as quiet as possible. Don't scream or make high-pitched sounds that will further excite the animal. Fighting back should only be done if you believe your life is in immediate danger and you have no other choice. This is a last resort when all other options have failed. If you must fight, target the dog's most sensitive areas. The nose is extremely sensitive. A hard upward strike can be very effective. The eyes are vulnerable, and strikes here can cause the dog to release and retreat. The throat area, if you can reach it safely, can be effective. Use maximum force because this is a life or death situation. Don't hold back thinking you might hurt the dog. Your survival is the priority. Strike upward into the nose or down hard on the top of the skull behind the ears. If the dog has a collar, you can grab it and twist to cut off the dog's air supply, but be careful not to put your hands near the mouth. Never try to grab the dog's mouth or muzzle. This will result in severe bite injuries to your hands and arms. What you do immediately after an attack is crucial for your health and legal protection. Don't try to assess your own injuries. Call 911 immediately. Adrenaline can mask pain and the extent of injuries, so you need professional medical evaluation. Apply direct pressure to any bleeding wounds using clean cloth or clothing. Dog bites can cause significant bleeding, especially puncture wounds that may look small but go deep. Clean all wounds with soap and water as soon as it's safe to do so, but don't delay emergency medical care to do this. Take photos of your injuries before cleaning them if possible. This documentation will be important for medical treatment and any legal proceedings. Dog bites require tetanus shots if you're not current on your vaccination, and often need antibiotics to prevent infection. Seek professional medical attention even for bites that seem minor. Dog mouths contain bacteria that can cause serious infections. Deep puncture wounds need thorough professional cleaning that you can't do yourself. Watch for signs of infection over the following days: increasing redness, swelling, warmth, red streaking from the wound, or fever. Report the incident to animal control within 24 hours. This is required by law in most areas and helps protect other people from the same dog. Get the owner's information and insurance details if possible. Collect contact information from any witnesses. Document everything with photos, medical records, and police reports. Prevention is always better than having to survive an attack. Develop situational awareness when you're walking or jogging. Scan your environment for loose dogs or signs of aggressive animals. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong about a situation, change your route or avoid the area. Consider carrying legal deterrents where permitted. Ultrasonic devices can sometimes deter aggressive dogs, and pepper spray designed for animals can be effective, but check local laws first. Know your local animal control number and don't hesitate to call if you see loose, aggressive dogs in your neighborhood. When interacting with dogs you don't know, always ask permission from the owner before petting. Let unfamiliar dogs sniff your closed fist before attempting to pet them. Never approach dogs that are eating, sleeping, or caring for puppies. These are high-risk situations even with normally friendly dogs. Avoid high-risk situations entirely when possible. Don't jog or cycle past unleashed dogs. Don't enter yards or properties where you know aggressive dogs live. Never get between fighting dogs. Call animal control instead. Don't approach injured or sick animals, even if you want to help. This information works, but only if you remember it when you need it. Practice these responses mentally so they become automatic reactions rather than things you have to think about under stress. Most dog encounters are positive experiences, but when they're not, these steps can prevent serious injury or save your life. Share this video with everyone you care about. Your family, friends, co-workers, and neighbors all need this information. Knowledge like this spreads safety throughout your entire community, making everyone more prepared and confident. Hit that like button if this helped you feel more prepared and confident about handling dog encounters. Subscribe for more practical safety information that actually works in real situations. Your safety matters, and now you're better equipped to protect yourself and the people you care about. Stay alert, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.